I'm going to get myself a new chair real soon. Real soon. Tai Chi Youth has promised to buy me one. They haven't paid my salary or a lot of fees, but they're going to buy me a new chair. In fact, I'm kind of excited about it even more for my cat than me, because my cat's claimed this chair. And at night, I sometimes get my butt hurt trying to work in my computer here in my drum chair, my drum stool. And so I'm actually kind of excited to get a new chair so my cat can have this chair. Okay, it's worn out, but I don't think my cat cares. Let's see, here we go. All right. Did I salute? I'm getting so distracted here. Did I talk to you? Did I salute into you guys? I must have. I remember waving to you. Well, anyway, Buddha Z here. If I ever miss an intro, oh well. Now, if you do salute into one of my classes, if you should ever take one of my sample classes, when you do salute in the beginning, you have to salute out. Or by traditional legend, you'll be in that class the rest of your life. That's dumb. What's the point in that? Go to sleep, you're still in class. Okay. We are in my book, Four Noble Truths Explained, by me, Buddha Z, also known as Richard Del Conner on my driver's license. And today we got one poem, Lockdown World. Now, I really remember this, and I can remember the whole setup for it. I can remember driving in my car. I can remember going by North Hollywood High, and I can remember seeing the buses and the kids and the event. And I don't know why, but I decided to go check it out, or maybe I saw it on the news later, because I did watch the speech. So I think I actually watched, because I don't remember going into the school. So I think I must have actually watched it on the news later. I saw that event. That's what happened. Must be. Because I did. I saw that event. I watched the whole thing. And I was disgusted. I was appalled. I was so disappointed, because the Democrats we should, really mean well to improve the world and make it a safer, happier place. But when they get all radical and stupid like this, a lot of the stupid people then running the other direction and go, evil dictator, please protect us. These mean leftists are trying to take away our guns. So, Democrats, you got to change your tone. Seriously. I could give all kinds of political advice. I really could. I offered Bernie for $50,000. I told him I'd give him advice that I thought would help him win the election. I had a plan that I thought would make Bernie win the election for just $50,000. But he didn't take me up on it. So, anyway, here we are, Lockdown World. Let's do this. And it says, note, true story. That was right under the title. Here we go. Let's read this poem and we're done for this podcast of Buddha Z Explains. Lockdown World. We're living our life afraid of the world our grandparents made. That's underlined and in quotation marks, because that's exactly what this lady said. I want to read that again. I have one other quote from her down here. When I say we want a lockdown world, that's this lady telling all these kids, and then of course the news is covering it. And what she did was she got a whole bunch of kids to get up there on stage and say some stuff that she told them to say. They don't know what they're saying. Is that a high school or a junior high? It's high school. And she told them what to say. And it was just so dumb. And plus, we don't need 15, 16-year-old kids making political decisions. We've got people in, like Grassley. We've got total stupid, ignorant assholes already in our government. And he's like 70 years old and 80. I don't know what the heck. But the point is that I don't know how kids would be any smarter than him, only been around for 16 years. But it goes to show that, you do need more than 16 years to figure out politics, number one. And number two, just because you get older doesn't mean you get smarter. That's a major problem in America. A lot of people are just getting older, and I don't know if they're getting dumber, they're just not getting any smarter. Of course, they must have started out pretty dumb to end up that dumb. Oh well. Here we go. Let's start this poem over. I will not interrupt myself. Lockdown world. We're living our life afraid of the world our grandparents made. So chants the woman at the podium. She bussed 100 school kids so the adults would listen to what she told them. We want a lockdown world. She says children behind bars are safe and free. She says she lives in fear every single day, but she knows she'll feel better if they take everyone's gun away. I'm a Democrat, hardcore Democrat, and I think she's an idiot. Get her off the street. She's giving us a bad reputation. She's the reason Trump's in office. She probably scared away a few people who might have voted for Kamala. All right, here we go. I said I wasn't going to take a break. All right, we're halfway through the poem. I'll make it to the ending. Perhaps she's right to stop all deaths. Automobiles crashing are the euthanasia business. And banning motorcycles for sure will stop those guys in rush hour when our cars are standing still. Perhaps we'll keep the jet planes. Occasionally one will crash. No one complains. But if bicycles and skateboards create too many scrapes and pains, well, is horse poo a problem? I can smell the methane. Okay, so I was just being a little ridiculous there, saying, well, there's other things we can ban too. But anyway, that's the point. But lockdown world, I think that's what really just grabbed me. Is it a lot of, especially women, find security, in bars and chains and walls and fences and stuff like that, whereas a man should really enjoy being out in the open, mountains and fields and everything. You shouldn't always have to feel like you need to be in a cage to be safe. You've got to open yourself up to the world and enjoy it, be a part of it, travel within it and experience it. So anyway, you don't get it, you don't get it. But the point is that I think that more cages, more fences, and more locks don't make the world safer. No. Just, if there's T-Rexes running around, just building bigger cages to hide in isn't going to solve the problem. We need to get rid of the T-Rexes. Is that a better way to say it? Oh, I was trying to salute, but I didn't salute out. I guess I was kind of like, my last little slogan thing was kind of melting in my mind there a little bit. I'm not a big slogan guy, so I always argue with myself because if I ever say it's all good or something like that, I must be joking because I would never say that. That's a ridiculous statement. I would have a reason or a sense of humor to say that. All right, here we go. Get out of here, and hopefully I've got something juicy for you after the lights go dark here. All right, see you later. Buddha Z says, be smarter. Assassination of a Tyrant by Richard Delconnor. Assassination of a Tyrant. The police have got you in their grip, with eyes upon you, hoping you'll trip, not to fall in need. They want you to lose and concede. Legal pressures will undo you and remove your treasures. All those things you did for your fellow countrymen now cannot be hid. Soon you'll be a felon. The tyrant will use his forces to ensnare, imprison, and disgrace you. Your friends seek similar courses to save their lives and avoid going through the same judicial destruction which was your own proud construction. Your friends and allies buzz noisily on Capitol Hill. There's no escape unless he dies. In self-defense, you must kill. Your family will suffer, your future undone. Surviving this won't make you tougher. When you've been banished and your enemy won, the tyrant wants for the land what the government cannot pay. The villagers don't understand that what looks good is going the wrong way. The promises that the tyrant makes are disrupting the government's designs and means. The tyrants make promises, but too much it takes without profiting the industrial or war machines. So criminals see the law is bad. It was better before the corruption we had. that oiled the gears and prevented fears because big business is our big dad. But the tyrant is too short-sighted to see the strings that pull the world. False promises to the poor just gets them excited like a war with flags unfurled. This tyrant is out of hand. The FBI has played its cards to ply. The substitute is second in command. He says 25% chance he will die. Now the CIA sends G.W. Bush to Dallas. The tyrant will be there tomorrow. Where George Bush spends that assassination day, he won't tell us, as the mafia's guns they borrow. And all the others of the clandestine USA take positions on the grassy knoll by the street. The government's police load rifles in the window on the way where the tyrant's enemies have chose to compete. Who does the government compete with? The FBI helps the CIA. The NSA and police force they pay are the true government that keeps communism away. The American government is the finest of all, with the best conspirators to spoil. Any leaks of what's government confidential, with fingerprints dirty with crude oil. America rises up. America wins again. We overthrew the British, now killed this Catholic sin. Don't forget his brother, another tyranny of words. He must also be assassinated by the eagle, killing evil birds. So now America is free to be a secret society oligarchy, where the citizens don't know who's in control. The common man forgets eventually and believes what Fox News told. Until it doesn't matter, people just want money and food, without caring or knowing to what extent they are responsible for the assassination of a tyrant.